Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers and updates tease. We are prompted to question: is there a potential recast ahead for Spencer Cassadine, previously portrayed by Nicholas Alexander Chavez? Trina Robinson's Tabian Addy romantic life might take a significant turn if Spencer re-enters the scene, so it's worth contemplating that scenario. Following the presumed death of Spencer, Trina found herself utterly heartbroken. It was very difficult for her to move past the death of her soulmate. Letting go of Spencer proved to be an incredibly challenging task for her, but in time, she began to move forward with Kai Taylor, Jens Austen Astrup, seeking to rediscover her happiness. However, this plan encountered a significant obstacle due to Kai's betrayal. Now, Trina faces a new dilemma as she becomes embroiled in a web of criminal chaos alongside him. Although Trina and Kai have managed to improve their relationship, rekindling their bond has not come without its sacrifices, especially considering the ongoing nightmare involving Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson. It's important to note that things might take a turn for the worse for both Kai and Trina before it gets better, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. It is essential to highlight that, as indicated in the closing credits of the episode aired on October 17, Jens Austen Astrup is no longer under contract. While this does not definitively imply that Astrup is departing from GH, it does hint that the character of Kai may not hold enough significance to warrant a contract role any longer. This situation could potentially pave the way for a new contract player to step in, someone who might play a vital role in Trina's journey ahead. As of now, there is no solid evidence to confirm that Spencer has passed away. Even if such evidence were to surface, it likely wouldn't be sufficient to extinguish the hopes of many fans who are eager for Spencer's return in some capacity. If Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thiebaud, and Nathan West, Ryan Pavey, can achieve remarkable comebacks, then surely Spencer has the potential to do the same. The love story between Spencer and Trina feels like it has yet to reach its conclusion, especially since the writers have consistently portrayed them as soulmates who are meant to be together. Trina simply does not share the same deep connection with Kai that she once had with Spencer. Many viewers are passionately supporting the idea of Trina and Spencer embarking on a fresh new chapter together, so be sure to stay tuned for updates regarding any potential recasting news. According to General Hospital spoilers, Trina is set to experience some significant life changes in the near future, so make sure you don't miss out on what's coming next. General Hospital fans are buzzing after the unexpected news that Kai Braden, who briefly appeared as a mysterious new character linked to Port Charles underworld, is exiting the soap. But as fans process his sudden departure, a new storm is brewing, because his exit may be the key that opens the door for one of the most highly anticipated returns in years, Spencer Cassadine. Could this be the moment GH finally brings back the fan-favorite Cassadine hair, setting the stage for a major new chapter in the show's legacy? The timing of Kai's departure couldn't be more intriguing. The enigmatic character, introduced just months ago, had connections to shady dealings, hidden motives, and cryptic alliances that left fans wondering what he was really doing in Port Charles. But his story seemed to stall, and now GH insiders hint that his exit wasn't just about closing a minor storyline. It was about making space for something much bigger. Sources suggest that with Kai gone, the writers are reshaping the canvas for a Cassadine-driven storyline that will reignite old rivalries, explore family legacies, and reintroduce a familiar face, Spencer Cassadine. For months, speculation has been swirling about whether Spencer, last played by Nicholas Chavez, would ever return to the show. His exit earlier this year left fans divided and emotional, especially after his supposed death at sea, a classic soap trope that almost guaranteed a future comeback. GH viewers know that when a Cassadine dies, it usually means they're just regrouping for their next grand scheme. And now, with Kai out of the picture, All signs point to the writers paving the way for Spencer's long-awaited resurrection. So how might Kai's exit connect to Spencer's potential return? Let's start with the Cassadine legacy. The Cassadines have been quiet lately. Too quiet, which feels deliberate. Victor Cassadine's death left a vacuum in the family's dark empire, and Nicholas Cassadine has been moving in shadowy ways since his own supposed demise and miraculous return. But Nicholas isn't the only Cassadine with unfinished business. Spencer's storyline was left hanging in the most dramatic way possible. A tragic love story with Traynor Robinson that ended with heartbreak, mystery, and a cliffhanger that screamed to be continued. GH viewers never got true closure. Traynor mourned Spencer, but her scenes often hinted at unresolved feelings and a strange intuition that he might still be alive. Even in moments when she tried to move forward, the writers kept weaving in Cassadine references, a subtle signal that the story wasn't over. Now, with Kai's abrupt exit, it's possible the show is finally clearing the path to bring that thread full circle. Imagine this: the show reintroduces a new Spencer Cassadine, possibly recast, returning to Port Charles under an assumed identity, tied to the same underworld dealings that Kay was involved in. It would make perfect sense. Spencer, raised in privilege, but forged by trauma, could easily have been hiding out, playing his cards close while plotting revenge or seeking redemption. And Kai's disappearance could be the first domino to fall in a larger Cassadine plot that reconnects Nicholas, Laura, Traynor, and even Aizen's legacy. The idea of a Spencer recast has been gaining traction in fan circles. While Nicholas Chavez's portrayal won him a Daytime Emmy and enormous fan support, his schedule outside GH, including his Netflix project, Monster, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story, has left little room for a daytime comeback. Still, soaps have always recast beloved characters when timing demands it, and the door is wide open for a fresh face to take on the role. A new actor stepping in as Spencer could spark new chemistry, new dynamics, and fresh tension, especially if Spencer returns darker, more mysterious, and more Cassadine than ever. Trina's world could be turned upside down once more. She's been trying to heal, to focus on her art, and to build a future without the chaos Spencer brought into her life. But GH thrives on emotional upheaval and Spencer's return, especially if he's recast and carrying secrets, could reignite her passion and pain. How would she react if the man she loved and lost was suddenly standing before her, alive but changed? And if this new Spencer has ties to the underworld Kay was part of, could Traynor find herself torn between loyalty and fear? Meanwhile, Nicholas Cassadine's own story might intertwine with this return in explosive ways. He's been operating under the radar, rebuilding his power, and trying to reclaim his son's place in the Cassadine hierarchy. If Spencer were to return, angry, hardened, and suspicious of his father, the drama could reach Shakespearean levels. GH could explore the Cassadine curse in a new light, a father and son both tainted by secrets, both desperate to rewrite their family's destiny, yet doomed to clash over control and redemption. And then there's Laura Collins, the emotional heart of the Cassadine saga. Spencer's grandmother has always fought to guide her family out of darkness, only to see history repeat itself. Laura's reaction to Spencer's return would no doubt be powerful: relief, disbelief, and heartbreak all rolled into one. If Spencer returns under murky circumstances, perhaps even connected to the criminal world Laura despises, her maternal instincts could be torn in half. Social media has already lit up with fan theories. Some speculate that the show will surprise everyone by having Spencer return not as a victim, but as a player, someone who orchestrated his own death to gain leverage, gather information, or protect Traynor from a looming threat. Others believe Spencer may resurface as a reluctant antihero, forced into alliances with people like Valentin or even Cyrus Renault. The possibilities are endless, and the beauty of soap storytelling is that every twist creates new layers of emotional and moral conflict. The Cassadines have always been central to GH's identity. From the legendary Luke and Laura's saga to Helena Cassadine's reign of terror, the family represents both power and curse. Every generation wrestles with that legacy, and Spencer's story has always been about choice. The tug of war between his love for Trina and his Cassadine bloodline. With Kai's exit creating narrative space, GH could finally explore Spencer's evolution from heartbroken young man to calculating heir. The question now isn't just whether Spencer's coming back. It's how the show will reintroduce him and what version of Spencer we'll get. Will he be cold and vengeful, molded by betrayal and loss? Or will he come back seeking peace, only to be dragged back into the chaos his family always invites? Either way, his return could reignite some of GH's most beloved storylines and relationships. Kai's exit might seem like the end of a small story, but in true General Hospital fashion, it may actually be the spark that sets off an entirely new era. With the Cassadines poised to take center stage again, Laura and Trina's emotional journeys intertwined with Spencer's fate, and Nicola's lurking in the shadows, the groundwork is set for high-stakes drama that fans will not want to miss. If GH decides to recast Spencer, the casting process alone will generate enormous buzz. The role demands someone who can channel both Nicolas Chavez's intensity and Spencer's complex charm, someone who can stand toe-to-toe with powerhouse actors like Jeannie Francis, Maura West, and Tabyana Ali. Whoever steps into those shoes will carry not just the weight of Spencer's past, but the future of one of GH's most iconic families. For now, the mystery deepens. Kai's sudden departure leaves more questions than answers, and the silence from the GH team only fuels speculation. One thing's for sure, when Port Charles loses one enigma, another always rises to take his place. And if that enigma happens to be a Cassadine, things are about to get dangerously interesting. Stay tuned, because with Kai gone and whispers of a Spencer Cassadine recast gaining momentum, General Hospital may be preparing for its biggest Cassadine comeback yet, one that could redefine the entire landscape of the show. Whether it's redemption, revenge, or resurrection, the next chapter in the Cassadine saga is about to begin, and Port Charles will never be the same again. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.